The 1997 Two Pence, 2p, coin from the United Kingdom is one of the most commonly recognized coins in British currency, yet it holds remarkable history, symbolism, and collectible interest. Though it is not considered a rare coin in general circulation, its details, design elements, and production background tell an interesting story of Britain's monetary heritage and the evolution of its coinage system. The 1997 2p coin continues to be a subject of curiosity among collectors, numismatists, and history enthusiasts alike. Historical background. The 2 pence coin was first introduced in 1971 when the United Kingdom adopted the decimal currency system, replacing the old pounds, shillings, and pence. The new decimal system made £1 equal to 100 new pence, simplifying the old complex structure. The 2p coin was introduced to fill the gap between the 1p and 5p denominations and became part of the daily currency for all citizens. By 1997, the 2p coin had already been in circulation for over 2 decades, and the Royal Mint continued to produce it for everyday use. The 1997 issue marked an important transitional period, as it was among the last years before the UK started updating coin designs to represent a modern Britain in the early 2000s. Design and symbolism. The obverse, front side, of the 1997 2p coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklauf. This portrait was used on British coins from 1985 until 1997, making the 1997 issue the final year of that specific effigy before being replaced by Ian Rank Broadley's version in 1998. In Maklauf's design, the Queen is wearing the George IV state diadem, a crown used on formal state occasions, and her image is surrounded by the inscription, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 1997 inch, which stands for Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensatrix, Latin for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The reverse, back side, of the coin features the emblem of the Prince of Wales' feathers, which consists of 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet. Beneath it appears a ribbon bearing the motto, Ich diene, which is German for I serve. This design was created by Christopher Ironside, a well-known coin designer whose work symbolized the unity of the United Kingdom and its royal heritage. The words 2 pence are inscribed around the emblem. Specifications. Country: United Kingdom. Denomination: 2 pence, 2p. Year: 1997. Metal composition: bronze, 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, 0.5% tin. Weight: 7.12 grams. Diameter: 25.9 millimeters. Thickness: 1.85 millimeters. Edge: plain, smooth. Mint: the Royal Mint, Llantrisant, Wales. Designer: obverse Raphael Maklauf. Designer: reverse Christopher Ironside. In 1992, the Royal Mint had switched from bronze to copper-plated steel for the 1p and 2p coins due to rising copper prices, but many 1997 coins were still struck in copper-plated steel. You can test this by using a magnet. If the coin sticks, it is made of steel; if not, it's bronze. Circulation and mintage. The 1997 2 pence coin was struck in large quantities, making it one of the most common years in the decimal 2p series. Although official Royal Mint records show millions of these coins were released into circulation, the exact mintage figure is approximately 417 million coins, an enormous number, ensuring their presence across the UK. Because of this high mintage, most 1997 2p coins carry face value only, meaning they are worth just 2 pence in everyday terms. However, uncirculated, brilliant uncirculated, BU, or proof versions can have slightly higher collector value, especially if sealed in Royal Mint presentation packs. Collectible and numismatic value. While the 1997 2p coin is not rare, collectors value certain examples for specific reasons. Condition: a coin in mint state, uncirculated, shiny, no scratches, can fetch between 50 pence and £3 depending on its condition. Proof coins, specially struck proof versions in Royal Mint sets, can be worth £5 to £10 or more, depending on demand and preservation. Magnetic test. Coins made from non-magnetic bronze, early strikes, may attract more collector attention than the common magnetic steel versions. Error coins. If a coin was misstruck, e.g., double die errors, off-center strike, missing design, it can be worth hundreds of pounds to collectors depending on the error type. It's always recommended to have potentially rare-looking coins appraised by a professional or checked through a numismatic community for accurate valuation. Cultural and symbolic importance. The 2 pence coin represents much more than its face value. It symbolizes the transition of Britain into a modern economy while retaining its royal identity. The motto, Ich Dien, reflects dedication and service, values deeply rooted in the monarchy. Even though small denominations like the 2p are used less frequently today due to digital payments, they remain a vital part of British heritage and continue to remind people of the country's proud traditions. The 1997 edition is especially memorable for marking the end of an era, the last 2p coin to feature the Raphael Maklauf portrait of the Queen, closing a 12-year chapter in British coinage history. Current worth, 2025 market. In today's collector market, 2025, the 1997 2 pence coin generally holds its face value for circulated pieces. However, brilliant uncirculated, £1 to £2. Proof version, £5 to £10 plus. Error coin, £50 to £500 plus depending on rarity and verification. Coins that have been preserved perfectly since minting are valued higher due to their shine, sharp edges, and lack of wear. Collectors often seek these as part of full decimal coin sets. Interesting facts. The 2p coin was one of the first decimal coins to be minted in 1971. From 1971 to 1981, the inscription read, New Pence, later changed to 2 pence. The 1997 coin is part of the 2 pence series, not New Pence, which makes it part of the modern design phase. Some people mistakenly believe older 2p coins are made of pure copper. In reality, they are bronze or copper-plated steel. The design of the 2p was later replaced in 2008 by a shield segment as part of the new UK coinage series. Conclusion. The 1997 2 pence coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but it stands as an important piece of the United Kingdom's numismatic timeline. It represents the final chapter of one Queen's portrait era and continues the heritage of the Royal Mint's craftsmanship. Though its monetary worth may be small, its historical and cultural value is rich. For coin enthusiasts, the 1997 2p coin remains a key collectible, especially in pristine or proof condition, a small but shining emblem of Britain's coinage evolution. Coin, New Pence 1971, 2 pence, 2 New Pence, United Kingdom. The 1971 2 New Pence coin holds a deeply important place in British numismatic history, marking one of the most revolutionary transitions in the United Kingdom's monetary system, the great change from the old pounds, shillings, pence system to the new decimal currency. When Britain officially adopted decimalization on February 15, 1971, it was more than a financial reform. It was the beginning of a new era for the nation's economy, coinage, and identity. Among the newly introduced coins, the 2 New Pence, 2p, stands out as one of the most iconic, known for its distinctive bronze color, classical design, and the words New Pence that identify it as part of Britain's earliest decimal issues. Historical context and background. Before 1971, the United Kingdom's currency system was complex and centuries old. It was based on pounds, shillings, s, and pence, d, where 1 pound equals 20 shillings equals 240 pence. This system was not decimal and was confusing for both locals and foreign traders. As the global economy modernized in the 20th century, it became clear that the UK needed a simpler, more standardized system that could easily integrate with international trade, accounting, and commerce. The move toward decimalization had been discussed for many years before it finally took effect on Decimal Day, February 15, 1971. On that day, the UK officially transitioned to a system where 1 pound equals 100 new pence. To avoid confusion with the old pennies, the word new was added to all new coin denominations, such as the 1/2p, 1p, and 2p. This labeling continued until 1981, when it was replaced simply with pence, after people became accustomed to the new currency. Thus, the 1971 2 New Pence coin became one of the most important coins of the 20th century, symbolizing modernization, innovation, and national progress in a post-industrial Britain. Design and artistic details. The design of the 1971 2 New Pence coin combines classical symbolism with modern craftsmanship. Obverse, front. The obverse features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin R.A., one of the Royal Mint's most celebrated artists. In this portrait, Her Majesty is depicted wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, given to her as a wedding gift in 1947. This youthful image of the Queen became iconic and was used on UK coins from 1968 until 1984. Around the portrait, the legend reads, Elizabeth II D.G. Reg. FD 1971 inch, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This Latin inscription is a traditional feature of British coins, representing both monarchy and divine legitimacy. Reverse, back. The reverse side of the coin displays the inscription New Pence along the upper arc, with the denomination 2 below. The central design features the badge of the Prince of Wales, consisting of 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a single coronet. Below the feathers is a ribbon bearing the German motto Ich diene, which translates to I serve. This emblem has been associated with the Prince of Wales since the 14th century and symbolizes royal service, loyalty, and duty. The reverse design was created by Christopher Ironside, one of the Royal Mint's most respected designers, whose work on the decimal coinage remains among the most admired in British numismatic history. Physical specifications. Country: United Kingdom. Year of issue: 1971. Denomination: 2 New Pence, 2p. Metal composition: bronze, 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, 0.5% tin. Weight: 7.12 grams. Diameter: 25.9 millimeters. Thickness: 1.85 millimeters. Edge: plain, smooth. Shape: round. Mint: Royal Mint, London, moved to Llantrisant, Wales, the same year. Obverse designer: Arnold Machin. Reverse designer: Christopher Ironside. The 2p coin was larger and heavier than the 1p, designed to feel substantial in the hand and clearly differentiate between denominations. Its bright reddish-brown bronze color made it instantly recognizable in circulation. Production and circulation. The 1971 Two New Pence coin was one of the first coins mass-produced for the new decimal system. The Royal Mint struck hundreds of millions of them in 1971 to ensure that the new coins could replace the old system efficiently and quickly. Because of this large mintage, most 1971 2p coins are not rare in circulation, but they hold immense historical significance as the first-year issue of Britain's decimal 2 pence. The Royal Mint also issued proof versions of the coin as part of the 1971 Decimal Day proof set. These coins were struck with specially polished dies and blanks to achieve a mirror-like finish, making them popular with collectors. Proof coins were never intended for general circulation and are worth significantly more than circulated examples. Symbolism and meaning. The badge of the Prince of Wales is not just decorative, it is deeply symbolic. The feathers and the motto Ich diene have been associated with the title of the Prince of Wales since Edward, the Black Prince, 1330 to 1376. It represents humility, service, and dedication, values deeply rooted in British royal tradition. The use of this symbol on the 2 New Pence coin also reflects Britain's commitment to continuity between its ancient heritage and its modern reforms. The word new in the inscription carries equal symbolic weight. It represents progress, innovation, and the modernization of an entire financial system, a new beginning for the nation's currency and economy. The 1971 issue, therefore, is not merely a piece of metal. It is a historic artifact of Britain's evolution into a more practical and globally integrated society. Collectability and value. Although the 1971 Two New Pence is common in circulated condition, collectors still treasure it because of its status as the first year of issue in the decimal series. The value of the coin depends mainly on its condition and whether it comes from a special proof set or not. Estimated market values, as of current collector trends. Circulated condition, 1p to 10p, nominal face value. Uncirculated condition, 1 to 3 pounds. Brilliant uncirculated, BU 3 to 5 pounds. Proof, in official set 5 to 15 pounds. Error coins, misstrike, double die, off-center 20 pounds to 200 pounds plus depending on rarity. Collectors especially seek coins that are uncirculated or proof because they show the original luster of the bronze metal and maintain sharper details of the Prince of Wales badge and the Queen's portrait. Changes and evolution. The inscription New Pence remained on the coin until 1981, after which the wording changed to Two Pence, beginning in 1982. This change marked the end of the transitional period between the old and new systems. Coins with a new pence inscription, therefore, are instantly recognizable as part of the original decimal coinage era, a time capsule of early 1970s British life. Interestingly, in 1983, a small batch of 2p coins were accidentally struck with the old new pence reverse instead of 2 pence. These 1983 new pence era coins are among the rarest and most valuable British decimal coins, worth hundreds or even thousands of pounds depending on condition. The 1971 2p coin, while not rare, represents the beginning of that entire story. Historical and cultural legacy. The 1971 Two New Pence coin symbolizes far more than its face value. It represents the modernization of British currency, the triumph of careful design, and the Royal Mint's ability to balance heritage with change. It is a tangible reminder of the UK.